Welcome to Beaded Doilies by Shell. In this video I'm going to be making an egg doily earring to match my daughter's egg doily bracelet that I created for her. It is elastic so she can just slip it on and off whenever she likes. I've made 2 earrings so far and I want to make a third so that she can choose which 2 she would like to wear with her bracelet. I'm going to be using the 2 needle stitch in this video. The first earring I used yellow, which is number 27, and light amethyst, which is number 34. And the second earring I used light blue, number 19, and mauve, number 16. And for this pair of earrings I'm going to be using pink, which is number 15, and amethyst, which is number 1. The doily is my Teeny-Tiny Egg Doily. This idea we came up with this week. This one is a blank because I felt it would be a lot of fun to be able to design your own eggs. That's part of Easter, is designing your eggs. You'll need 43 beads to do an egg with connecting. So if you want to do multiple ones, you'll need 43 beads for each one. Now this design is slightly different from my other doilies, as the circles are usually 6 beads. In this one you have 3 places. Each top corner is only 5 beads, and then the very bottom is also 5 beads. Otherwise it is all just like the regular doilies. So here we will make the third pair of earrings for my daughter. And we are going to use the 2 needle. We're going to start right here because we want to end at the bottom should we ever want to continue and make more connected together. So I always do it the same way. So we will start here. And to do that we will add our start bead, which in this case is a background color, which is our amethyst. And then to our right we're only going to add 1 bead, and to the left we're going to add 2 beads. So for the right we need a background color, which is pink, and then a background and a design. And then we are going to cross with a background color. And that is our first circle, which has 5 beads. Now we're going to add 1, 2 to each string. On the right we need 2 back design colors, and on the left we need 2 background colors. And then we cross, which is a background color. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this design here was done by my daughter. I gave her the blank doily and she created the design she would like to have for her bracelet. Alright, now as we want to end here, we are going to add 1, 2, 3 to our right and only 1 to our left. So we want a background color on the left, and we want 1, 2, 3 on the right, so we need 2 background and a design. and then we cross with the design color. All right, now we are ready to begin our next row. In our first one, we're only adding 4 beads, so we want to add to the string that is coming out the bottom of our previous row, and we want to add 1, 2, 3 beads, which is 2 background and a design. And then we want to cross with a design color. And we'll go up the 2 side beads on our previous row. And then we will add 1, 2 to the left to both be background. And we will cross, which will be a design color. Go through our 2 side beads. And we will add 2 to the left and then cross. So we want a background, a design. And then we will cross with a design. Now, as you can see here, only 1 bead here is part of this next circle that we're going to do. So we just go through 1 bead in the previous row. And then, as we are adding an accessory at the top, we will want to go up to here. So we're going to add 1 to the right and 1, 2 to the left. And they will all be background color. And then we will cross a background color. Now the color I used for connecting, and I'm going to use also to add the accessory, is Sea Mist, which is number 35. For adding accessories, you can either do 2 beads on each side or 1. I'm only going to be using 1. So you will add 1 bead to each string. And then you will cross your accessory. Your string are each coming out of each side. Bring that down. And then taking the correct string on the correct side, you will go back through your extra beads for adding the accessory. And you will cross the top bead of your previous circle. And there you have your accessory added. Now we want to come over here to start our next row. So this string you'll go through 2 beads, and this string you're going to string around so that you're coming out the same bead that your other string is coming out of. Right, now both of your beads or string are coming out of this side bead. Now to do the next circle, we're coming out of this bead here. We also want to come out of this 3rd bead, so that's 1, 2. We want to go through the 3rd bead right here, and then we are ready to begin our last row. Now, on keeping your work to the right, bring your string up. So on the left string we're going to add 1, 2, and then we're going to cross. So we want a design and then a background. And then we're going to cross with a background. Then we will go through our 2 side beads. And then we'll add 1, 2, and cross. So we need 2 2 design colors. And cross with a background. Then we go through our 2 side beads. Now, as we are just making earrings, we will tie off with this next circle. So we're going to add all 3 to 1 string, which I add to the left string. And we want 2 background and a design. Oops, I crossed it out of habit. We want to do our knot now. So we will do 1 regular knot, bring it down. Then we will go over twice, bring it down, but don't pull tight. Now we will slip into our last bead and pull our knot inside. And then you'll want to thread back through 2 circles and clip off your excess. But what I'm going to do here is show you something. If you are going to continue, instead of knotting here, you would cross this bead here. So I'm going to get both of my string through this one. This is going to be my threading back through, just in a different direction than I would normally go. As I want to show you about connecting new eggs to your current egg, because it's slightly different from the previous Teeny-Tiny Doilies that I have put up. Alright, so when you add your last circle and you're going to continue, you would cross this bead here. Then you would work your way down to the bottom, and what you would do is you would have both your strings coming out this center here, like this, so that they're both coming out the center like that. And then as shown here, you have an extra bead on your connecting section. What you would do with that bead is you would cross it with both strings, and that would give you your bottom bead like on the regular doilies, where this one is missing the bottom bead because this is only 5 circles instead of 6. And then you would be able to, as you can see, there's the extra, there's your 2 bottom, and there's your extra bead to give you that point, and then you would add your connecting and continue on. Now if you wanted to go directly from egg to egg, you would use the first bead in your next egg as that extra bead to begin your next egg. And that is the Teeny-Tiny Doily. I'll go ahead and trim off those because I have beaded far enough with a knot that I don't need to do any more threading back through. And there we have a nice earring. My daughter now has 3 to choose from to match her bracelet, and I hope that you enjoy creating mini beautiful little teeny tiny doily eggs using the blank. I also plan to put up some more designed ones, but I wanted you to start off with something fun. Happy beading!